Hello, good morning, everyone. So, shall we move on to the session? So, it's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Upendran, Head Control Internal Audit Cell, who will be leading today's session on Code of Conduct. Mr. Upendran has associated with our organization over 33 years, bringing him the wealth of experience and deep expertise in governance, compliance, internal controls, and audit practices. Thought is discontinued in career. He has played a upholding in high standards of integrity, accountability, and ethical business practices within the organization. With that, I warmly welcome Mr. Upendran and invite him to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, and thank you, Pratipa, for this wonderful introduction. Thanks, gentlemen, for this morning session on the Code of Conduct. Being with Larsen & Toubro is always a pleasure. For more than close to 3.3 decades, and such a largest company we have been associated. And I am very happy to invite you, all of the engineers and postgraduates, to our Larsen & Toubro Construction Division. It's my pleasure to take you through the Code of Conduct. And this is being built, this organization is built by trust and not by projects. So going forward, I will take you the next 45 minutes about the ethical code of conduct required to be adopted by the employees of Larsen & Toubro. Right. Good morning to each one of you. And then just like to say, refresh yourself. Don't be impressed by money, followers, degrees, and titles. Be impressed and be kind. Integrity, humility, and generosity. Next is preamble of the session. We'll take you through this. L&T is a professionally managed organization, multinational, committed to customer satisfaction and enhancing the stakeholders' value. The company's philosophy on corporate governance is built on rich legacy of fair, transparency, governance, and disclosure practices. This includes respect for human values, individual dignity, adherence to honesty, ethical, and professional conduct. L&T aids are guided by its vision statement and values mentioned therein for the success and reputation of Great Larsen & Toubro. Corporate governance pledge. To start with, we commit ourselves to comply with the code of conduct laid by our company in all respects, to rededicate myself to upholding the highest standards of ethical behavior in carrying out our responsibilities. I stand to and abide by all applicable laws and regulations. I shall continue to abide by core values of organization to ensure transparency, accountability, and promote ethical corporate citizenship. I shall continue to improve my competencies for enhancing my contribution to all stakeholders. I pledge my full support to our management in implementing the highest standards of corporate governance. This is the preamble as well as the corporate governance pledge, and each employee is required to take. Yeah. So the common things which every employee is required is you are required to be punctual and required to have a responsibility and teamwork building, integrity, loyalty, and be professional forever. Going forward, let us try to understand what is the code of conduct and how it's being taken up. Code of conduct is nothing but a set of principles, values, rules that guide how employees behave and make decisions at work. So what it matters, why it matters. Building trust among the colleagues, clients, and stakeholders, protects the L&T's reputation and ensure a legal compliances, and creates a safe, fair, and respectful work environment. These are all the basic things an employee is required to adhere to. There are certain principles of code of ethics. So going forward, we can just bifurcate into objectivity, integrity, confidentiality, professional behavior, competence, and due care. So going forward, let us elaborate each. Objectivity is nothing but making a fair, unbiased decision and free from personal interest or external pressure. Nothing but when you are a site supervisor or a manager or in any position, awards a subcontract based on merit, not based on personal relationship. To be very precise, we should not have any conflict of interest because he's my brother, father, sister should not influence your merit in when you award the contract. That is objectivity. Integrity and honesty. Being truthful in all professional dealings, even when it is uncomfortable. For an example, when an engineer reports a safety violation immediately, rather concealing it. So wherever there is a necessity, immediately you have to incur without any sort of hesitation. Third is confidentiality. Protecting the organizational sensitive project, client, and company informations. Not to share any sort of informations, especially the any documentation, be it a tender or be it a financial documentations with any of our competitors or any unauthorized colleagues. This is the most important thing which each one of us have to be aware. And second thing is going forward, the professional behavior, acting responsibly and respectfully towards all our stakeholders, treating the contractors, clients, teammates, colleagues, etc., with high dignity, regardless of the hierarchy. Professional competency and due care, maintaining skill and performing duties diligently. A trainee seeks guidance. For example, if a trainee seeks a guidance before approving a technical drawing beyond their current expertise. So we have to go for it so that we know what we are doing it. Going forward, to take a small break on that, fame is a vapor. Fame is a vapor. Popularity is an accident. Riches take wings. Only one thing endures, that is the character. So we have to be aware that character is the only thing that will take you to next level in your life. So to take you through the organizational requirement and expectation from the employees, let me just jotted out some points and we'll be having some elaborate discussion on this. Employees are expected to uphold the highest standards of professionalism, integrity, ethical contact in all the workplaces, interactions, and business activities. So, complying with these statutory laws, any rules and regulations respective to the respective place of your work, and the policies and the procedures in performing your duties. For example, for starting a company, for starting a construction site, we require certain formalities to be completed with clients as well as statutory authorities. Going forward, as you are into the progress, you will come to know that. Promptly reporting on any non-compliance or misconduct to your seniors or whistleblowing committee. In the event of employee come across any non-compliance or non-adherence of the rules and regulations or the act, you have rights to inform to your seniors or the whistleblowing committee appointed by Larsen to Bro. And then maintaining a very high ethical code of contact and always demonstrating an integrity even under pressure. There may be a situation wherein you may have to give some sort of work orders or you may have to issue a PO urgently to any person. You have to demonstrate even under pressure, you are not deviating the ethical code of contact. Dress professionally and communicate respectfully with everyone in the workplace. Work efficiently towards the defined goal to promote productivity and teamwork. You have to go with your teamwork and see how our colleagues are effectively taking forward towards the productivity and the teamwork achievement. Next is provide objective, constructive, encouraging feedback to support improvement. Wherever you feel something is good, don't hesitate to say good. Wherever you feel there is a feedback is required, all your feedbacks will be positively taken up. Act fairly, honestly, and avoid conflict of interest. Never misuse your position for personal gains. This is what I just told you earlier. Irrespective of any situation, we should never use our personal position for gaining any benefit. maintain a very high, safe, healthy, and professional workplace by remaining free from influence of drugs, alcohol during office hours, business travels, or in any company-sponsored events. So our company is very much committed, and it is in the interest of the employee as interest of the organization. This is 100% prohibited, and we never allow such things. And protect confidential, proprietary, business sensitive informations and ensure it is disclosed only to the respective people in the organization. So let me just take you through some of the slides which probably will be able to help you better to understand it. What are the ethical threats we have in our workplace? First is that self-interest threats. What is self-interest threat? Self-interest is nothing but the personal gain which influences the decision. For example, when you want to offer an order, approving a vendor who offers a gift, you have to give an order for excavation. There are 5 vendors. If one vendor is trying to influence you by offering you some gift or other thing, so you may get some personal gain. This is one of the threat available. That is what is called self-threat, self-interest threats. We have to avoid it. No, two, familiarity threat. Too close to a colleague or a subcontractor, overlooking a friend's compliance lapse. That means you may be having some sort of a network with some contractor. Because of the familiarity, you should not get indulged in your decision. Next one is self-review threats. Reviewing your own work without cross-checking. That is certifying your own quality verification without any checking by third party. That is what we call it as a maker and checker. You will prepare the work order and you will approve the work order. So that is not permitted in this organization. It has to be approved by the next level. The person who prepares the work order cannot approve the work order. That means it is called maker checker. Maker is the person who prepares it. Checker is the person who approves the transaction. And then advocacy threats, promoting a contractor's interest over objectivity, endorsing a flawed design to please a client. Under no circumstances we should get into the any sort of contractor's interest over objectivity. If you found any sort of deviations or if you found any sort of thing which is not fair, you have the rights to always object. At the same time, you have rights to go and talk to the respective heads and communicate it very diplomatically. At the same time, see what best can be done in the interest of the organization. Intimidation threats, pressure or threats influencing decisions. A manager pressurizes you to falsify a report. It was 9 o'clock. You have been asked to report at night 10 o'clock. You cannot make some sort of a falsification or a threat or some sort of an what do you call? You should not make a report for the sake of making the report. Just for the making of some sort of a falsifying report, you should never give it. Next one is workplace ethics. What is expected from you is very, very simple. Disclosing a conflict of interest. What is disclosing a conflict of interest? For example, you are in a project where someone is wherein you are in tender division or you are in a contract division. Some contractor who is known to you is coming and approaching you, who may be your brother, father, sister, some related party. He is trying to offer one of the codes for executing the work. It is the responsibility of the person who is sitting in Larsen and Toubro under that position as a contracts division or as a person who is responsible for creating the work order should disclose that so and so is my colleague or so and so is my friend or so and so is my related party. We are prohibited from making any such transactions. And reporting a safety concern. You are passing through a project where a worker is not wearing a helmet and you are seeing somebody is not wearing the safety belt. You have a right to observe it. You are walking through on a situation where you found some sort of a safety concern. You have a right to go and express such things in a project. And sharing credits with the team. Whenever you feel something is good, When you found some sort of a design is so good, when something is very much time productive or something is very good, you don't hesitate to share it. And following the norms of the company's policies, it's very important that in the interest of the organization, the company is built by many people over a period of time. So the only thing which will take you to next level, as I was telling in the first instance, is the ethics only will take the company to next level. So what is called unethical principles? Hiding a personal vendor relationship. So when somebody is known to me personally, when I'm trying to give an order to a person who is personally known to me, but not intimated to my respective bosses, or if they come to know later, and if I'm trying to hide such thing, it is called hiding a personal vendor relationship. I will try to go behind the vendor. I will try to ensure work order. I will try to ensure measurement. I will try to ensure billing. I will try to ensure payment. Everything I'll go behind that. Such things are called unethical personal vendor relationship. Ignoring a hazard to save time. You know pretty well this particular work, if it is going to have an hazard, you are required to take an utmost care and you can't afford to ignore it. You know pretty well worker is working under a crane without having a proper helmet. When lifting of the projects are happening without having proper safety hazard, safety thing, you have a rights to go and inform the respective heads as well as your project team as well as your supervisor. There is a safety hazard. You cannot ignore it. You have a rights to go and say. Taking a sole credit of a group work. There is an opportunity in every side project. There will be a group activity for every work, whatever you're doing, be it MEP work, be it a civil work, be it a finishing work. There will be multiple activities will be involved in every stage of work, and it can't be taken by a single person. So the work which has been executed, you have to share with your people and go with them. And you can't say this has been done by me as a whole, because none of the projects can be completed by an individual. Your contributions will be very much taken into account, but you also should recognize your teamwork who are around you, who are part of your success. Bypassing approval for convenience. So this is nothing but you have an urgency to complete a work. There are certain levels of hierarchy which requires to be executed. For example, you have to purchase steel. There is a process in the organization. The steel has to, for which we, for procurement of steel, you have to go for a purchase order requirement, which has to be approved by project manager. Then it will go to the respective CPM. After that, it will go to BU. It will go to your SBG. It will go to your IC head. It will go to central materials department. They will float a tender, and they will get into the lowest of it, and they will take some lead time. Afterward, the steel will reach your site. So there is a proper cycle time is there for you to think in advance, so that you have to make a requirement in advance, so that you also take into account the time required for you to get the material. If you have not done that, you have an urgency, suddenly tomorrow morning you want a steel. You cannot bypass and raise a straight away order on a local vendor to supply the steel. I'm just giving an example as a steel. Any material for that matter, it has to go through the process. There are certain set of rules and regulations have been kept, considering the organizational benefit, and at the same time considering our negotiation skill with various negotiation capacity and negotiation benefit what we have got for the organization, we have kept it. So under no circumstances we are entitled to bypass any of the approval process in the interest of the project. We cannot just bypass and say, let me approve it, you please proceed. Nothing is possible in the organization. You have to go by the rules. Next. There are certain common threats and scenarios and red flags which we have observed. Going forward, the one is that procurement and vendor manipulation, awarding contracts without due diligence or competitive building. So as I was just telling you that you are into the projects, contract has been awarded, and you got a lot of contractors who pitched into the project for excavation, backfilling, or road works, or civil, or mechanical, or electrical, or any nature of work. which they have been awarded, which you have been awarded back to back, you have to award to a contract. There are certain process which has to be followed by the organization, and we are also responsible for conducting a due diligence of the each contractors as well as their credential background also has to be verified. And it is in the interest of the organization. There are certain process in L&T, B&FIC. We have a separate PRISM team which is being formed. They are the people who will be collecting all the based on the requirement from the projects. They will go for collecting the tenders, and after the conducting tenders, it will go to the it will be analyzed by the competent people in the procurement department. After the proper analyzing their credentials, and again the both there will be a technical as well as commercial verification will happen. Then after certain level, it will go to the committee, and the high power committee will decide what is the who is the best vendor under various parameters they have got it. Under these process, they will verify whether the technical competency, whether the if you look into the vendors credentiality or his expertise, everything they will take into account, and they will decide who is the L1 and at what rate he can be offered and what commercials has to be paid. These are all the parameters being set by Larsen to Bro, B&FIC, PRISM team, wherein the contracts are being awarded after due diligence as well as after the comparing all the competitive bids in place. Okay. Next one comes is that single vendor quoting through multiple entities. Single vendor quoting through multiple entities. For example, A is a single vendor quoting with multiple entities. Same A vendor may be a owner of 5 companies. He may be a owner of X, Y, Z company. All 3 places, A may be the same vendor, or maybe his brother, maybe his sister, maybe his related party. This is the one which will be given just for the sake of giving any competitive bidding. To say that I got 3 quotes. In all 3 quotes, if you just get into the background, you will find only the single vendor's related party will be there. Just for the sake of comparative purpose, they will just submit it, which has to be which is a big threat. You have to open your eyes and see whether all the quotes are given by the individuals or whether it is given by the single party with multiple entity. That has to be properly verified at your end. And then inflated subcontractor rates or unjustified rate revisions. Inflated subcontractor rates or unjustified rate means for certain vendors, keeping them as a monopoly. We cannot afford to do that actually, because certain contractors may be having a special skill. They may be having an exclusive capacity to execute certain nature of work, but we cannot take a direct decision of giving the inflated rate to subcontractors, and it must be justified before you take or before you recommend such decision. There may be some sort of a situation wherein a very few nature of work, maybe in a very remote location where there is no multiple contractors, there is no situation, there is a resource scarcity. You may be having a very genuine situation. You have a rights to talk to your respective heads and preamble all the challenges which you are facing and what risk we have with client if you don't execute it. And as long as you are able to justify the requirement of the contractor with the resources at a specified rate, you can take a decision with the consent of the committee, with the consent of the respective people. But however, you cannot take a unilateral decision. No, this is a remote location, this is no contractor, there is nobody here, so I have decided to give the rates. The organization does not permit such a decision in our policy. So going forward, vendor splitting to bypass approval limits. This is nothing but vendor splitting to bypass the approval limits. Vendor splitting, that means at project level, there will be some limitations will be there. Depends on the cadre of the project managers, project directors at their TFL level or at vice president level or at SBG level, IC level. Like that, there are multiple levels. In order to bypass the approval limits, you cannot split the work order. For example, a contractor with for a value of about 10 lakhs has been first given within the limit of the project manager. So next, same contractor has to continue. What we will do, we are supposed to make a work order amendment. The work order has to go to the respective cluster project manager. He has a capacity to approve beyond that limit, so he will approve that. So to avoid this, they will make one more work order in the name of the contractor's related party, so that vendor remains same. Maybe first he'll be taking the name of A, vendors A related, then vendors B related, vendor C related. But however, it will be in three names. But however, the entire ABC will be approved by the project manager limit itself. To substantiate, once again, I'm repeating it, we are not empowered to split the work orders to bypass the approval limits. If the work order has been given to A and the A limit has been exceeded, it is a mandatory that it has to pass through the process. We cannot go for any splitting for the sake of avoiding approval limits. I hope that I made it clear this point. This is one of the topic which is very critical, procurement and vendor manipulation. To conclude this particular topic, so when you are ordering the contract, please be aware whom you are going to order and get into the limits of the projects and see what are the limits up to which the project is approved. Otherwise, you have to follow hierarchy. And we should not never get into the vendor splitting process for the sake of convenience or for the sake of avoiding limits. And again, inflated rate to contractors without any proper justification. Going forward, let us now get into the billing and payment frauds. So what are the type of frauds that can happen? That we can call it as a red flag. Incorrect client invoicing or recovery manipulation. Incorrect client invoicing means if you are done a job for 100 metric tons of steel on the 30th of the month, you may be doing it in next 7 days. That is from the next month, following month, 1st to 7th, you may do another 5 or 10 tons. But you will try to make the invoice in the 30th of the invoicing itself. That is the previous month itself will include and say, my total invoicing is about 107 tons. We should not do such sort of excess or incorrect invoicing. We should not do. And whatever be this can be either for the contractor or it can be for the client. We should be neither claiming excess nor we should be paying to contractor. The same thing can be applicable for a contractor also. A contractor may come and approach project team. Sir, until today, I have done 100 tons. In another 7 days, I will do another 10 tons. So you make my measurement book as 110 and sign and give it. That means again, it is an incorrect invoicing we are giving to subcontractors. And then there is a possibility for recovery manipulation. What is meant by recovery manipulation? Where the contract has been given to the contractor with material. For example, the contractor has been given with excavation. He is supposed to bring the diesel. When the contractor is supposed to bring the equipment with material, if he is not having any sort of diesel for any emergency, if you are issuing it, in the event of any material issued, it should be recovered in the same month where the work has been done. It should be recovered. Deferring the recovery is nothing but a manipulation. Over a period of time, there will be a huge accumulation will happen, and the contractor will come with some other justification saying that the recovery should not be affected. So deferment of recovery or manipulation of recovery should be avoided. Second point is certifying the incomplete work for payment. This is what I was just justifying. When you are getting into the measurement book, or when you are getting into the billing, or when you are getting into the payment process, all stages, you have to be clear whether the certified quantity is matching with my claim certified quantity. For all practical purposes, in B&FIZ, we have a very good control through which we go through paid versus claim. It is one of the control system we are exercising, wherein we have to we have to genuinely claim from client. At the same time, back to back, we have to pay to our contractors. So under no point of time we should not pay any excess to our contractors. So where the workers, that is one. Second one is that incomplete work, they may even try to put a pressure. I don't have any cash flow. If you give only, I'll bring additional resources, additional manpower. They will try to put a pressure. Under no circumstances, we cannot go with incomplete work certification in advance. You have to go strictly with the work order terms and conditions offered to each contractors. At the same time, we are also required to bound by our rules and regulations with our respective customers. Releasing payment without contractual compliances. So there may be, when you are giving the when you are awarding the contract, when once the contract is awarded, we have to go by the system, because everything is system driven in Larsen and Toubro. When the bills are booked, system automatically triggers the payment on the 30th day or 45th day or 60th day or 90th day, or whatever the MRP type of payment, MRP type of payment, whatever is there, it will clearly indicate in the system. If you want any sort of deviation, you cannot discreetly decide without deviating the contract. Any contract compliances, anything, any deviations which you want to do has to be done with contractual compliances only. And if you feel any deviation is required, you can justify it to your respective CPM. It has to go to SBG, it has to go to committee. Wherever the amendments are required, you can request under genuine cases. In case if the client is putting pressure on a certain execution of work, where client is releasing or also changing their payment of terms, and they are making for early payment to facilitate early works, if you are able to justify the cash flow, it stands to be positive. At the same time, this particular contract, if it is amended, it will benefit L&T, it will benefit the contractor to execute the work timely, as well as productivity is possible. You have to justify that and see whether the contractual amendment can be made and payment can be recommended for release. But you cannot immediately take a decision of releasing the payment in advance and take it forward. Withholding dues without valid reasons. Withholding dues means you cannot discreetly decide that, okay, this amount will hold it and will complete it at the end of the project, or it should not be it should not communicate a wrong communication to the contractor saying that why you are withholding that particular work. If you want to withhold, you have rights to withhold, but when you are withholding it, if you feel that the work is incomplete, or it has a quality issue, or it has a safety issue, or is there any contractual non-compliances, should be properly communicated to the contractors, so that you are ensuring that there is a transparency with the stakeholders. So whenever you are going to withhold any sort of money on your at gross level or at net level or at any deduction, excessive deductions, you are entitled to do it with the proper reason. So to conclude this billing part, be fair in your correct invoicing with the client as well as to the contractors. We need to focus on paid versus claim to ensure that our cash flow is properly made. Any deviations which the project requires or the particular department requires for release of payment, deviating the contract requires a proper justification. Anything which we wanted to hold it should have a valid reason. So going forward, with respect to the quantity, quality, and material manipulations, there is a possibility of manipulating the measurements or payments. When the contractor is submitting the measurement, each engineers are required to go and physically check whether the measurements are properly made. In case of any weighment we are going to conduct, in case of steel or in case of any item which is measurable item, structural steel or tar steel or whatever be the item, we have to go and see whether the weighbridge is properly calibrated, whether it has been properly verified by our engineers, any of our admin team is with us, or any of the engineering team is available. You have rights to go and check the payments. And are they carrying the proper measured documentation? Is there any pilferage is there? Is there anything which has been in transit? If you suspect anything, you have a rights to go and inform your next level, your superior. At the same time, when you are trying to find out the measurements at the time of writing, at the time of verification, at the time of approving, at the time of making payment, at every stage we have to see, is there any manipulation of measurements? Probability is there at site level. An engineer at site level, he would have measured 10 by 10 and he would have signed it. When it comes to the billing department, there is a possibility somebody, even by at the time of carrying the measurement, also somebody would have manipulated. So if there is any doubt of any element of doubt persists, you have a rights to go and see is there any real changes has happened. Again, at the time of certification of payment by the by the finance department, they can also verify it. Is there any measurement? Is there any sort of short? Is there any excess? Is there any suspicious is there? At any level, we have to go and check any if there is any suspicion. Next is certifying poor quality works or materials. When you are seeing the work being executed by a respective contractor, you have to see at quality level. There are QAQC department in Larsen and Toubro wherein we have a set of procedures and we have a set of process to be adopted for verification of each activity at a certain admitted parameter, admitted level. As an engineer, we have a responsibility to go and abide by the rules and process. Under no circumstances we cannot ignore the process. Maybe we maybe have to do it, take a lot of sands, we may have to take that multiple tests, we may have to do it for the sand. And at the same time, when you are going for a steel, there are multiple tests, yield tests will be there. Like that, when you are going to the finishing, there are multiple. So when you are getting into the quality of work, we are never allowed to compromise for the sake of urgency or for the sake of complacency with any contractor or the sake of time, because any poor quality of material will reflect on the execution. At the same time, Larsen and Toubro will lose our image. So it is the interest of our own organization, in the interest of our own this one, before you certify any product which is doesn't have the quality issue, your hand should shake. Again, I'm repeating it, your hand should shake. If you are not satisfied, you have to think twice. Acknowledging the invoices without actual receipt of materials. This is a very critical one. When you are receiving the invoice, it is a responsibility of not only the stores, but also the technical. That is the reason in our organization, everything is linked with admin as well as with the technical team. Gatekeeper will receive the material, storekeeper will put the goods inventory note, and it will be just entered for the metal receipt note. However, the quality control verification shall be done by the technical team only. MRN, that means material request, will be metal receipt note will be authorized by technical team only. So at any point of time, if you look into the process being placed, it's a fantastic process wherein we have a responsibility of both the department, wherein at one level there will be a entry level, there will be acknowledgement level, and then there is a QAQC comes into picture about the quality of the material being received. After that, you also have to verify the quantities which are received. If you found any sort of deviations or if you found any sort of incorrect non-receipt material, you have a right to reject it and cut the quantity which has been over invoiced and but not physically received by the L&T. Disposing usable material as a scrap for vendor's benefit. Sometimes it so happens that while we are doing the project, based on the drawing, we may have to get this product, we may have to get the material at site. For example, steel. Based on the drawing, we would have anticipated the requirement, including wastage. For example, 100 tons is the steel requirement. But going forward, there are multiple challenges and multiple changes might happen during the progress execution. Suddenly, client will say that no, change the design. So by changing the design, the steel, for example, if you got 8 mm steel, the 8 mm may not be required. You may have to go for 12 mm or 16 mm or 20 mm or 25 mm or 32 mm. You may have to go. So going forward, that 8 mm which has been procured earlier, which is a usable scrap, which is a usable material, not as a scrap. Again, this is beyond the control of the site. Maybe the client, sometimes we should try to push with the client and ask them to take the 8 mm steel in their books of account and take the invoice, take the money from the client, because the change, because the change in decision is by the client. If the design is with Larsen and Toubro, we have our own design department. If our design department says no, we cannot use this 8 mm steel, we may have to go for other dia. In such circumstances, we have to inform back to our cluster or back to our team who are all available in every cluster and every IC and every SBG. We have a people. We can declare it as a surplus material, but not as a scrap material. And again, I just wanted to reinstate on this process. We are getting into the surplus, not a scrap. So you must be in a position to identify, because if you declare a steel which is being purchased at 55 rupees per 55,000 per metric ton, the scrap will go at 30 or 31 rupees. There is huge loss will happen. I'm just giving an example for 100 tons. If you are posted in a big project where thousands and thousands of tons are being procured, and if any of the team member is inadvertently or unknowingly or sometimes knowingly declaring the scrap for the benefit of the relationship with any scrap vendor to disclose this as a scrap and move away the steel, again there is a probability for threat. So these things should be known to you all. That's the reason we are again reinstating the particular concept called the disposing of usable material as a scrap for vendor benefit. So to recapitulate this process, quantity, quality, material manipulations. So there's a possibility for manipulation in measurements, possibility for poor quality materials being agreed by our project, and acknowledging the invoices without actual receipt of material, and converting the good material as a scrap for the vendor's benefit. Going forward, and we are having next topic called the conflict of interest. The conflict of interest is nothing but accepting loans, gifts, or financial support from the vendors. So basically, Larsen and Toubro is guided by the ethics which we have told in the very first topic of the slide itself. We have shown, which is professionally managed company, wherein none of our any of our relationship with any of our stakeholders should be very ethical. We should not indulge in any sort of relationship that by which we tend to gain anything personally. So that is the bottom line of the conflict of interest. We should not gain anything personal by using the board of Larsen and Toubro. Influencing business decision for personal gain. Influencing business decision means probably a vendor would have quoted, there would have been 4 quotes, 5th quote would have come late. Time would have already been, time lapse would have already been there. If there is a time lapse, we cannot just accommodate because he is known to us. As long as it is a merit, we can always accept it. But if you go with the rules, the tender timing is in every tender when we float, there will be a timeline. If you are trying to deviate because of the personal reason, you cannot do it at your own discretion. If you feel that the particular vendor who is being brought is capable enough, you can go and represent subsequently with any of your seniors and say, this is the party who has done so much of work, he is having so much of capacity, and if he is probably called in the tender forum, he can also bring value at a most economical value. You are allowed to represent to your seniors, to your any of your levels, but in a judicial way. You should not get into any personal gain. You should not try to take out of it. And renting personal related assets to the companies at unfair terms and conditions. So, for example, an employee who is working in Larsen and Toubro, having a rent a car, he is trying to put all this one into the Larsen and Toubro's process. All his equipments, or if he is having cars, if he is having crane, if he is having any assets which he is personally own, cannot be utilized for the organizational requirement. You have to principally disclose such personal benefits, and you cannot have a direct business with Larsen and Toubro. Again, I'm repeating it: renting personal related assets to the company at unfair prices. First of all, we are not allowed. In case if you are being made, should be disclosed. That is very important. And engaging in related party business without disclosure. This is what we have told earlier, that my brother, father, sister, who are all doing some businesses and they are being called for my work at site without any proper disclosure. This is being done for my personal benefit. So the conflict of interest, to conclude on the topic, we should not accept any gift. We should not entertain any of the personal, we should not take any decision that will favor the personal gain. Personal gain. We should not bring any of the personal assets to organizational this one, and engaging the related party without any disclosure. And a small message to us is that a small ethical compromise today can become a major organizational threat. So we have to be very clear going forward. I hope that this particular slide is better explained. We'll go for the next one. Fraud in workplace. What is a fraud in workplace? Is a deliberate act of deception for personal requirement. It harms L&T, it harms my stakeholders, it harms my client. So what is a financial fraud? Manipulating invoices, which we have explained to you just now, where the invoice may be received for the full quantity. Physically, the physical quantity may be lesser than what is being invoiced. It is one of the manipulating invoices. And again, data theft, stealing or misusing the confidential project data. I am working in a particular department where I got a lot of information about the tendering. I am getting all the drawings. I am getting all the tender information. I am getting all who at what rate I am quoting it, how I am managing how I am making my BOQ. All these things I am having it in my system. Under no point of time, these data should never be given to any of our people. Even in my own department, it should be restricted to my boss only. Unless only my boss will decide or my hierarchy will decide where the information has to be communicated. Such a confidential policy has to be maintained. So this is at internal, that means at external level, we should be making it zero. All the data which have been kept and being used should be used for Larsen and Toubro, that too within your hierarchy level only. And then expense fraud, submitting a false or inflated expense claims. You are making on travel from Chennai to Bombay by third AC train, and you are traveling by this one third AC. When you are traveling by third AC, as per the company norm, you are eligible to claim third AC only. Maybe if you have traveled by second class, you cannot manipulate the train ticket as a third AC and claim. And again, whatever be the expenses you are putting it, this is a small example. When you are just trying to put the contractor's certification invoices, the invoices should be a fair invoice, should be verified, should not be forged, should not be a manipulated invoice. You have to first of all verify it. Is the invoice matches with the measurement? Is the invoice being certified? Is the invoices matches with the work executed versus the actual quantity in the invoice? These should be basic check should be done before you pass an invoice. And then time theft, falsifying the attendance or the working hours. Falsifying the attendance or working hours means when you are in, every employee is required to be in office at their scheduled hours. Doing some personal work and coming late and asking for OD. You will do some personal work. You will come to office at 11:30 and you will go and tell your boss that I have please allow me for OD. This is not permitted. And going forward, warning signs, unexpected discrepancies, secretive behavior, resistance to audit, lifestyle inconsistencies with income. So these are all some of the warnings. When you just see your colleague around you, you will be knowing about their capacity but over a period of time. You will be getting some warning signals. What warning signals will be? If I am earning, this is the limit. I cannot go by RD. I cannot go by Mercedes Benz. So I know my limit. So these are all the indicative behaviors which you will be able to, if you found any such things, you are always allowed to inform your hierarchy so that the appropriate action will be taken. And again, the prevention, follow the approval process and report anomalies, maintain documentation, use official channels only. So you are required at any point of time to see what all the, first of all, understand the process flow, understand the approval flow, what are all the requirements, at what stage, how it is to be done, and keep a proper documentation what is requisite for getting the right from the work order to measurement, measurement to certification, certification to billing, billing to payment. These documentations has to be maintained at your respective area, and use the official channels only. Do not get into any personal email ID or any personal thing. Kindly avoid it. And next is an important one, which we'll be just taking through for next 15 minutes, is the whistleblower policy. The L&T's whistleblower policy encourages employees to report unethical, illegal, inappropriate conduct without fear or retaliation. So this is one of the requirement of the company's law, wherein we are required to have a policy called L&T's whistleblowers policy, which encourages employees to report if you found any unethical, like the case what I was just telling you in the morning. First hour is that there is a manipulation of a documentation, or somebody is using the personal asset and trying to claim something from the L&T, or somebody is trying to benefit his own contractor for his personal gain. And if you found that some of the regulations which are required to be followed is not followed, some of the policies which is guided by the organization is not being done, these can be appropriately indicated, these can be appropriately identified, justified, and you have a rights to inform your projects. At the same time, you can also inform to the at your HR for appropriate action. So going forward, what does the policy says? The policy provides a safe way to report any suspected wrongdoing, including fraud, misconduct, policy violation, unsafe practices, retaliation concerns. It applies when something seems wrong, even if you are not completely sure it. So what does the policy says? You just have to be very careful before you are identifying something, and make sure that it is definitely a case of a fraud. Once when your mind says that there is something which is suspected, and something which is there is a leakage of anything in the interest of the organization, and if you feel that somebody is trying to make some money personally out of this process, you have a rights to inform to your respective hierarchy for appropriate action. Next, reports are handled confidentially to the extent possible, and good faith reporters are protected from retaliation. This is an important one which each one of us must be 100% aware. What is meant by the retaliation? If I report, I'm seeing somebody was not following the rules of the organization, or I found that one of the work order has been issued to the relative of an employee and not being disclosed. My first process is to inform my first hierarchy boss. My hierarchy boss will take probable action as per the rules set by the organization. At the same time, I don't have to fear what will happen to me, because I may be working in the project as an junior most person, or at a middle class, at a middle level, or in some other department. Organization gives 100% protection to the people who are all reporting it, and again we will be handling it 100% confidential. That means no demotion, punishment, harassment, or carry impact for raising a genuine concern. That is only underlined here. You have to be very clear before you raise a red flag. Before you raise a red flag, take yourself into confidence, take yourself into some evidences, take yourself into some sort of a process deviation, which is definitely happening, that ruins the company's asset, or ruins the company's image, or ruins the individual's image. You can always block it out. Next one is how to report it. Use the approved whistleblower reporting channel, or approach the respective HR. Share what happened, when it has happened, who are all involved, and any supporting details or documents which you can provide. The concern is logged, reviewed, escalated as needed. So this is a very important communication which we wanted to give it to all our newcomers to Larsen to Grow. There is a process wherein if you found any deviation, you have rights to open up, think twice what is the process which went wrong, and who are all involved in the process, and how it has happened. If you can make out some sort of an evidences to support your statement, will be definitely kept confidential. At the same time, the act should be a genuine one. For the sake of this one, we should not communicate it. Just few slides to brush up the things what we have done for the last 30-45 minutes. One is that a supplier offers you an expensive gift before a tender decision. What do you do? Do we accept or not? One. Two, the shortcut request. Your supervisor asking you to skip a safety check to meet a deadline. For example, in every project, wherever the height work is required, we have to undergo the vertigo test. The vertigo will be established at respective project team, and every worker who is supposed to work at beyond 1.8 or 2 meters of height, they have to undergo the process of vertigo test. Because your project head says that aaj ka din mein chhod do, kal dekega, because labors are urgently required. You are required to shortcut the requirement. Can you afford to do this? Question number 2. Question number 3. The falsified report. A colleague is asking you to sign off on a report you didn't review. What do? Your colleague is coming back and asking you to sign urgently a paper, which is an a comparative statement, wherein the order has to be released to a vendor, for example, to start the MEP works for about 1 crore of worth. And you are one of the member of the particular committee. You are one of the member of the committee wherein you are required to review the bids, review the order, review the drawing, and review the rates given by multiple people. Then only you can take a decision. However, he is putting a pressure on you, saying that I need this urgently because this tender is already delayed. We have to give it today itself. Can you afford to do this? So ask yourself, answer. Sure, but by now you will be definitely able to answer all these questions. And if you want to answer, you can put all your answers on your chat box. And the next one, what you have to remember is you can raise your concerns through your supervisors, through our HR, through our whistleblower committee without fear of retaliation. This is the message that I thought of just giving you all. And next, in an important recapitulation of what we have done in the last 30-40 minutes, and we have to ethics build trust. Actually, we have every honest action strengthens the relationship with clients, colleagues, and our stakeholders. So your every honest action means that everything which you do it by yourself in a normal way, and with your involvement, will always have create a very good relationship, be it a client, be it a colleague, or be any community. And again, the behavior protects everyone. Your ethical contact safeguards yourself, your team, and the Larsen to Bros reputation. And you are responsible for the integrity. Integrity is not just a policy, it's a commitment. We make it every day. And I hope that you all would have enjoyed the session. And you can answer the earlier one's case study in your chat box. Before I conclude, I would like to share a 3 minutes video. Over to video session.
เขาจะได้อะไรถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวัน เขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลย ไม่ได้รวยขึ้น ไม่ได้ออกทีวี ไม่มีใครรู้จัก ไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้น เพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้ คือได้แค่ความรู้สึก ได้เห็นความสุข ได้เข้าใจ ได้ความรัก ได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ ได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิม ในชีวิตคุณ อะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Hi.
much for this session. Thanks
Thanks,
for your time and effort.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for this. Thank you for the madam that Larsen and Toubro, the loyalty and the trust company. You all would have really enjoyed the session, and thank you once again for this opportunity. Welcome to all our engineering leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Team, we can have a small break till 10:50. You can announce to the trainees. We can start the next session by 10:50. Hello all. Can we move on to the next session? So I would request Suraj from our HR team to take up the session for employee self-service. So I just over to you, Suraj.
Yeah, thank you.
Mute.
Is it okay now? Now can you see? So thank you, Pradeepa. Okay, so it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to L&T, and on behalf of HR team and the management, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you who have joined as trainee in L&T. And once again, congratulations on becoming a part of our organization. So, as Pradeepa told, I'm Suraj. I'm from HR department. I have 10 years of experience in L&T. I also joined as a trainee in L&T, joined as PGT. I worked in several departments like PGT IR in the project sites and got placed at Chennai HQ in compensation benefits department. And for last 6 years, I'm a part of compensation benefits department for B&F IC. So today we are on the session like employee services and people process. Many of them would have known this session actually. This is basically from HR side, which is very essential for you people because you all have completed your college and freshly came to an organization. First, this is your first organization, and there will be a lot of difference between your college and this organization. You're going to start work in this organization. You're going to start your career. So some important things, basic things which you have to understand, which you should be known anytime, which will be required at all time till you stay in this organization. So I'm going to explain on that thing, and there will be a small presentation. I will be taking you through some PPT slides. I'll just explain through PPT what are the process are here, employee service and people process are here. What are the HR tools we are using in L&T? Like for example, for leave and attendance, what should we do? Leave, how you get to apply, and what is your eligibility, and how you check your payslip, how you can download your payslip or any legal document like PF or gratuity something. So that and all we'll be discussing here, and mainly on your performance management system. So how you will be performing in this company and how it will be managed, and what rewards and how it will be administered. So we are going next 1 hour. We are going to see the session. So this PPT will be for another 15 to 20 minutes max to the max. Next, there will be a Q&A session. So in last 2 days, you are having a good opportunity now. You can ask questions in the chat box. So that questions will be appearing to us, and we will be answering to that question and also, questions also. So I think you can be attentive to the session. So there will be more clarity when you start your career, when you're going to site or office, wherever you go. Okay, so let's start. So first slide, if you see, you can see our founder partner, Henning Hall Klassen, who have said machinery may be there, building may be there, but without people, it's all nothing. People are only assets. So this you would have heard in last 2 days actually. Because it's a very famous line that how L&T is giving importance to the people. So basically here construction is done. So in this construction, major part played by machineries and big equipments, tools and other things. So people also very important to this company because this is a professionally managed company, right? So people have developed this company, people have brought this company to this level, and last 8 years legacy is here for this company. It's all because of the great people who worked here, who have joined like you people as a trainee and took over the company to the big level. So that's why people are more important in this company, right? So today's sessions flow will be like, we'll be seeing about performance management system first, and then we'll go to HR information system. HR information system is like already told, what are the HR tools we are using here, which will be helpful for you to do your day-to-day HR works and other operation things, and also what will be the benefits provided by the company to employee. These three things we'll be seeing it in a detailed manner. So first we'll start with performance management system. So in L&T, in B&F, we call it as FAIR. FAIR means framework for linking appraisal with incentives and rewards. So this performance management system is called as FAIR in L&T. So now it's a FAIR time actually. So if you go to site or office loan, so everywhere you can hear FAIR, 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 that word familiarly. So what is this FAIR? What this will do to you? So first one is identifying developmental needs of employees. As I already told you, came to this organization freshly from your college. So there will be several skills with you, and there will be some skills which has to be developed hereafter. Okay, that will be identified through this FAIR process. So what are, like for example, very simple communication skill or some other technical skill which is required to be used at to be used at project sites and all. So that kind of skills and needs will be identified in this process, and that will be on that you will be given training and other things to develop in that thing. And enhancing communication and fostered shared ownership and accountability between managers and employees. You will be posted under a immediate supervisor, so he will be your manager, and you'll be working under them, under their guidance. There should be a clear communication what you have to do at your project or office. So what is your work, because your manager will be handling a big task. In that, some task will be cascaded to you. So who is responsible for which task, and who has to complete at what time, what is the timeline, and how it has to be done, and who will be the accountable for the job. So this communication has to be ensured by your manager to the subordinate. Then only there will be a clear clarity what has to be done at what time and when to be done, how to be done, these all things. So through this FAIR process, that also has to be enhanced. And clarifying expectation for individual performance. After clarifying you what has to be done and identifying what developmental needs you require, after developing that, and your manager and organization will clarify you what is the expectation from your individual performance. Anyway, we will be working as a group, we will be working as a team, but individually perform only, the team also will get performed. So that is a thing. And ensuring periodic review and feedback. Like they give you work, you have to do whatever you know, you have to learn steadily, and you have to do some work. But somewhere there should be a check, no, like whatever you're doing, whether it is correct or wrong, someone has to see and someone has to give you feedback. Then only you can correct it and you can go forward successfully. So that kind of review is also will happen through this FAIR process. There will be levels of reviews. So like immediate supervisor will review for you, give feedback, and department head will be giving feedback, and HR also will be giving feedback for you for your improvement. Okay. And clearly aligning individual performance with the team and business functions objectives. Finally, you will be working in a way, you'll be learning many things, you will be doing some projects, and you'll be doing some projects in office also. So whether that is aligned with the objective of the organization, that is more important, because we all work for the organization objective. So organization objective should be the first thing for us also, so we have to work towards that only. So that alignment will happen through this FAIR process also. So we will not be for example, we should not goal in our same side, no, so we should goal in the opposite thing only. So that clarity should be there. And at last, linking PMS with other HR systems to manage your employee growth and development. So this FAIR system is also used for rating you. By rating you, we can rate your performance, and we can give you promotions and rewards, which will be your growth in this organization. So all your promotions and rewards will be decided with this FAIR process only. So yearly once this process will happen. Okay, so how this process will happen, what is flow, I'll just read. So first we'll start with performance planning, objective setting. So that is plan A. This will start in the start of the financial year, like April. In April month, you will be setting a goal, an objective. So what is your next 1 year, what you're going to do? Okay, so that will be discussed with your immediate supervisor, and you'll be setting these goals in system, HR system. And this will be reviewed midterm. Like midterm is in October month. In October month, your immediate supervisor will be reviewing you. So you have to give your self assessment towards all the goals which you have set in April month. So what is the level of your achievement, and at what stage you are, and what are the obstacles you are facing? That and all you will be discussing at that time in the midterm review. And your immediate supervisor also will be giving you feedback, and they also help you for the realignment of the objective. So at starting we will be planning, like we can do this, we can do that, that and all we'll be planning. But after 6 months we'll just got to know the reality, what has to be done, and what is the obstacles. So as per that we can realign our objective. So another 6 months we can work properly and we can make it a success. So that will happen through this midterm review. And again in the March month of the next year, annual performance assessment will be there. After another 6 months, in March month you will be giving your self review. So against your each goals, what have you achieved, at what percentage you have achieved, everything will be recorded in system itself, and it will go to various level of reviews. First it will go to your immediate supervisor. They will be rating you on each goal as per your whatever you have achieved on that. And it will go to your next supervisor, and it will go to your department head, and finally it will go to HR. So after completing this process, this is completed. The fair process is completed, and you will be getting your rewards and intensive incentives in this for the last year. Through this, we are identifying training and developmental needs also. So in this fair system, you will be there will be two things. One is critical training, and one is a desirable training. We have a lot of training modules here, and you can select from that itself. So what is your critical need, what is your desirable needs, you can select that. As per your nomination, our learning and development team will involve you in in that training program. So whenever it happens, so you'll get the mail intimation and you can join for the training program. And also financial rewards, as I told, your promotion, your incentives, rewards, whatever it is, so that will also be processed. So that is what about performance management system. So in your training period, there will not be fair process, but you will go under a self review system, like it is for an absorption process. So after 12 months, a form will be triggered to you. It is for absorption. So you have to self review yourself, and your immediate supervisor will be giving feedback for you. Department head will be giving feedback, and you will be observed in this company after 12 months. Then you will be becoming the employee of the company. Okay, now you are called as trainees. So after 1 year, you are eligible for fair and other process like other employees. Okay, and going on to recognition for talent. So what are the recognition programs we have in L&T? One is prize award program to recognize achievements, initiatives, and significant contribution by employee. So this prize award is like apart from your work, if you contribute for some categories, like for example, you are fresh from college, no? So you'll be having some syllabus knowledge, whatever you have studied, that you can implement in this company. So in if you see any process, and if you got any idea, you can discuss with your immediate supervisor and department head, and you can implement that ideas in the project sites or office. And if it really helps out for the project team to complete the work soon, or reduce the workload or something like that, they will be nominating you for this prize award. And this is a monetary award. There will be category of A, double A, and triple A. So A is like 2,000 rupees monetary benefit you will get, double A is 5,000, and triple A is 8,000. So like that monetary benefit you will get, and also you will be recognized in front of cluster project managers and other seniors who will be visiting at that project. Okay, because this prize award is nominated by department head, and it is approved at the HQ level. So whoever head is sitting in, like IC head or SBG head, who will be at HQ, they will be approving this program. So you try to implement new things actually at the project. So initially you try to learn things, what is happening in company, what is the traditional process it is happening, and wherever you think there can be a change, it can be easily changed, it can be customized. That time you can implement your idea with discussing with the immediate supervisor and department heads, and it also be recognized. And another one is scope award. This is a safety conscious person award. This is basically done by our EHS department. So here, whatever branch you are, like electrical, mechanical, quality, whatever department you are, everyone is a safety engineer first, right? So who is the most safety conscious person in that project will be selected from three categories. Like from employee, they will be taking one person, nominating one person. From workmen, they will be nominating some person. So each month they will nominate this person as a safety conscious person, and they'll be rewarding them at projects itself. Further, some criteria are there. So anyway, safety person will be giving you idea on this when you reach at project size. So that time you can utilize this recognition thing also. This is how the prize certificate will be. And whatever contribution you are giving, apart from your work, so it should be resulted in customer satisfaction, cost reduction, new procedure formulation which has helped to reduce the workload, process simplification, improved safety and environment, other areas specifically which are not mentioned here, and productive improvement. So whichever resulted in this category, it will be taken up for nomination and they will be recognized. So next we are going to see what is your leave benefits in your training period. Okay, so as an employee there will be a changes. This is what we are showing is only for your training period for next 12 months. So you are eligible for casual leave, privilege leave. Two types of leaves are there. Casual leave is 7 days. The 7 days you can avail in your training period for next 12 months. Okay, so all the 7 days together you cannot apply. Two days only to the max you can apply CL. And you cannot combine CL and PL or CL with any holidays. Okay, privilege leave is like it is a earned leave. So you have to earn this leave for first 11 months in your training period, and in the 12th month of your training period 19 days of eligible PL will be credited in your account. Okay, so that can be utilized at that time. So there is an option of advance leave option also. So if you want, for example, some emergencies there, if you want to go somewhere, want to take a 3 days, 4 days leave also, you can take this privilege leave as an advance leave, because it will start earning from the day one itself. Okay, so this 19 day will reach at the end of your training period only, but at the start of the day itself it will be started, your PL will be started earning. Like for 14-15 days 1 PL will be added, like that. So for after 1 month there will be 2 PL, like that. So for example, after 3 months, if you want to take some PL, you can see in my time how many PLs you have earned at that time. So that much of PL you can avail as advance PL. So that can be availed through your respective HRs only. So you can get approval through mail and you can send to respective HR. They will be updating in system. After training period, you will be having some set of leaves. So that can be applied through my time itself. You don't have to get mail approval or something. Okay, since it is an advanced PL, we are opting this. And also this 7-day CL, if you avail, if you're not availing, it will be lapsed after your training period. Okay, so there will not be any casual leave for you carry forwarded. But in privilege leave, maximum 7 days you can carry forwarded to your next period. So this 19 days it will be added in your training period, 11th month of training period, and you have to utilize it in that 12th month of your training period. And if you are not utilizing, your training period will be closed and absorption will happen, right? That time this 19 days will be encashed to you as per your basic. Okay, so for example 19 days will be there, in that you are availing for 10 days. So balance 9 is there. In that 7 days will be carry forward to your new year, next year, and balance 2 days will be encashed to you. This is what the logic in the PL. Okay, so if for any reason staff exceeds his leave eligibility, the training period will be proportionately extended. Any reason, medical reason or emergency, personal emergency, for whatever reason, if you are taking more than 1 month leave, then your probation, then your training period also will be getting extended. So maximum you have to take care that you don't have to take any leave in your training period, because training period every day is important. You will be learning new things. There is a lot of chance that you'll be missing many things in site and offices if you put leave in your training period. Okay, so this is your time to learn everything. So you can have small mistakes while you are doing, so it will be corrected by the immediate supervisor and whoever available there, who is your buddy or someone helping you out to learn. So there will not be a lot of issues in this training period, so you have to you can make some mistakes and you can learn many things. But after becoming employee, it is very serious that you should not make any mistakes. You have to be very serious in your work. Okay, so maximum don't put any leave, so it will be a very good learning if you attend all your training period without any major leaves. Okay. For any emergency you have to take it, that's not an issue. And there is also sick leave category. Sick leave is like for 1 year, 2 times you can apply for sick leave without certificate. That is one day. So 2 days you can apply sick leave in a year without any medical certificate. 2 or more days if you want to, if you are taking any sick leave, you have to produce medical certificate to the company. If it is more than 7 days, that medical certificate will be go to company's doctor. Company's doctor will check that and they have to approve it. Then only your leaves will be sick leave will be approved. Okay, if any genuine condition is there, you can give the medical certificate to the company. It will be reviewed by the company doctor and they will approve it. Okay, so this is on your leave part. So this leave, where you can manage it, how you can see what leave you have, where you go and apply your leave, where you can see how much advance PL I can earn. So that and all is there. So there is a portal named My Time. My Time, where your attendance will be registered every day. Your if you want to apply for leave, OD or something, whatever it is, you have to regularize it. It is in My Time only. Okay, so this is how the My Time login will be. If you log in inside, your page will be like this. On the left side you can see leave OD application page, and right side your name will be there. So if you click that leave OD application like this, it will show you. On the left side, if you see, your attendance is showing at what time you are reaching morning. Okay, so on the right side top you can see a name. Below that you can see how much CL you have and how much CL you have availed it. So 8 total CL is there, and in that 3.5 is pending at that time. So 83 PL is there and 83 full is not availed, it is there. So like that you can see what is your PL and CL balance. And if you want to apply for the leave, below you can see one leave option. So if you click the type, you will get all these options. Now in a training period, you will not get all these options. You will be getting CLPL and 1 or 2 OD like that only. If you become employee, all these options will be there. So you can select it, you can put the date, and you can submit it. If you submit it, it will go to your immediate supervisor. He will be approving it. Only 2 types of leave it will go to next level. For example, sick leave, if you are applying more than 7 days, it will go to immediate supervisor, then it will go to company doctor. After that review, it will go to HR, then it will be approved. Okay, so other than that, all the leaves will be approved directly by the immediate supervisor. Done. And one more thing is like 2 months time is there. If, for example, if you are going for an OD or if you're going on leave, okay, so that has to be regularized within 2 months of time. For example, I'm going in leave for in June month. I have to regularize it before August. If I'm not regularizing before August, it will be converted into permanent LOP. So if you have PL balance also, if you are not regularizing within 2 months, that will not be converted into PL. It will be automatically converted into LOP permanently. Then we cannot change it. Okay, so for example, if you are traveling in OD for any other project or something, so please try to regularize it within 2 months of the date. Okay, or else it will be permanent LOP. So be careful, be keep this in mind. Okay, and for office also, there is a timing late punch system is there for office. For project sites, it is not there because they'll be extending and working at night and extending work only. For office, there is a late punch system. So wherever you are getting posted at office, they will be explaining you what is a late punch system and how it work. Okay. And then there is a chatbot we have. Its name is Hira Plus. So Hira Plus is a AI chatbot. It is already embedded in your Teams, Microsoft Teams, which we will be using in after going to site or offices. You'll be having a laptop, and their Teams will be embedded. In that, if you go to left side, if you see Hira Plus is there. Hira Plus is a AI chatbot which will give you instant answers for your questions and queries. Okay. So here you can see it is I'm Hira, your personal AI buddy. It will help you on your queries on HR policies, whether it is about leave, benefits, workplace policies, any other thing. So you don't have to worry if you have any doubt after reaching your project or office. Where will I go and ask who will be helping me? You don't want to worry. Hira Plus will be there with you always, and there are already answers are updated for the basic question. FAQs are updated. So if your question is very basic, it will give you a reply immediately. You will get the answers immediately. So for example, I'm asking a question, who's my HR? You can see, so it is telling like it's a great that you're looking to connect with your HR representative. Your HR is R Saptami and her mail ID is this. So this detail will be given to you. If you are not satisfied with this reply, if you want a more answer or something, there is an option like you can raise a ticket. Okay. So here you can see raise query. One option is there. So if you go there, category will be there. Category, what kind of query it's related to your pay slip, or it's related to your leave and attendance, or it's related to any new ideas you have to implement, or it's related to any other HR policies you have any doubts. So that category you can select, and a description you can explain what is your issue and what is your what solution they required. And if you facing any system issue or something, you can attach a screenshot also to understand what is the issue exactly, and just submit it. You don't worry where it will go, who will be respond and all. This ticket will go to your respective HR automatically. So within 48 hours, they have to respond to your ticket. They have to give a solution, or else after 48 hours, if they are not responding, automatically this ticket move to the special team. For example, if you are putting the category of payroll or compensation benefits or something, it will after cluster HR, it will come to us actually. So we are competent team sitting in HQ. It will come to us, and we have to respond within 24 hours. So still within 24 hours, if you are not getting any solution or not getting responded, it will be triggered to head HR of the company. So if it go to head HR, then it is like escalation, then it has to be immediately resolved. So if you raise a ticket, maximum 3 days, you will get the solution. So you don't have to check whose mail ID we have to send or something. So just raise a ticket, they will respond you. If that solution is not okay, if you want more details also, you can reopen the ticket. So that will be answered you within 3 days of SLA time. And left side you can see some other options also. My tickets, you can see my tickets. If you have raised two or more tickets, you can go and see which ticket and what level, and what are there. If you go to policies, you can see what are the policies. Some policies would have common policies would have added here, so that you can open and see, and for your understanding. And know your colleagues, if you click that, you can put the mail ID, name or something, whom you know here, but you don't know where exactly they are, like that. If you want their mail ID, you can just put the name, their mail ID will come, so you can take the mail ID and contact them. So like that you can get connected, get networked in this organization. And another one is quick links. So as of now, I was telling, like my zone, my time, my health, like that, many HR portals are there, SSE, like that. So all these portal where you can go and enroll it. So that is for quick links. If you click that quick links, you can see here all the portals, HR portals and some other portals which are used at L&T will be showing here. So you can see my zone, SSE, my time, e-letters, hi-fi, ATL. So all these portals will be there. ATL is for your learning and development. Hi-fi plus portal is nothing but a recognition platform. So if you go to Hi-Fi Plus, if you want to recognize any employee who is your colleague or who is your manager, who is your subordinate, whomever you want to recognize them, you can recognize them in that platform. It is a common platform, everyone will be seeing it. So whoever you are recognizing, they will be getting a badge, they'll be getting a poster, so everyone can see that and they can extend that. And another one is e-letters. If you want to apply for your ID cards, for example, if you're losing your ID card in between, you want to apply for new ID card, and if you want to create a bona fide certificate for some utility thing or for RTO thing, that and all can be applied through e-letters itself. So if you go to e-letters, you can it will be asking for the reason, for what reason you are applying for the letter. You have to select the reason and you have to submit it. So this letter will be generated and you can download and you can share to the respective usage. So you don't have to wait for any HR or any other people to get this letter generated. Okay, so everything is self done. And there is a ATL platform also, which is used for learning and development and thing. And my time is, I told you already, this is for attendance, leave and attendance. You want to regularize your attendance within 2 months. Okay, so every day you just see whether your attendance is getting captured. If you punch every day, be careful on your attendance part. And SSC portal is nothing but it is all on your payroll and other things related to your payment and other things. My zone is like your profile will be in my zone only. So in my zone, your profile should be updated. For example, if in e-letters, if you go and generate one letter, so whatever address you have updated in my zone, that only will generate in e-letters. Okay, so if you are updating any old address in my zone, and if you go and generate an e-letter, that old address only will come. So your address, dependent detail, and any other your family status, everything has to be updated in my zone. Okay, so all these portals can be enrolled through this quick links itself. So Hera Plus, if you go to Hera Plus, you can have all these links. And on this my zone, my zone is a portal I told, no, so your profile will be maintained here. So just log in into my zone. First thing you have to do in this my zone is go and see your dependent detail. If you open the my zone portal, no, if you go to your login, you can see like this page, personal information, one tab will be there. If you click that, dependent and address details will be there. So you can see the page like this. So dependent details and address are mandatory fields to be filled, because your dependent information will be considered for insurance. So you're all eligible for the medical insurance, right? So for that, you plus 3 dependents are eligible. So coverage post absorption from GET and PGT. Okay, as of now, I think your dependents are not eligible. Only you are eligible. Consider for the okay, you are considered for absorption for PGT and so you have to make sure that dependent details has to be updated in my zone. So that details will be given to insurance department and they will be generating your insurance card. So that can be used any hospitalization and reimbursement purpose. Okay, and also address, as I told, if any emergency we have to contact you or your home, your address is important. Permanent and present address has to be updated in this. Okay. And what are the other benefits apart from this thing? So here you can see group medical insurance coverage of 2 lakhs for self with premium of rupees 230 during training period. Dependents are not covered in your training period, as I told. So after absorption, self plus 3 dependents are covered. Okay. So your father, mother, your spouse, and the children up to the age of 21, they can be covered under this GMC. Your eligibility also will be increased after your absorption. This is only for your training period, 2 lakhs. After absorption, you will be in one cadre and you will be eligible for 4.5 lakhs coverage. Okay. And another is contributory group term life insurance of 60 lakhs with your contribution of rupees 482 per month. This contributory term life insurance is not mandatory. It is employees option only. If they want, they can contribute 482 rupees per month and they will be eligible for 60 lakhs. But it is always better that it should be covered. 482 rupees is not a big deal. Okay. And 25 lakhs of group personal accident scheme is there. Subsidized accommodation, conveyance, shared and mess facilities for site posting. Whoever posted at project sites, no, there will be a company mess, and which will be located at the company accommodation itself. So you will be staying in company accommodation. There itself mess facility will be there. So many major things like cook will be there, vessels, cook, kitchen, and fuel. All these things will be provided by the company. only the basic things which you are spending on the groceries and other things has to be shared by yourself, actually, you and your team members who are staying at your house. Okay, so it will be coming very less, like 2000 or 2500 per month only. Okay, and also conveyance, if you are staying in company guest house, vehicle will be given to you to reach the project site and go back to the guest house. That is also will be given to you. And also site compensatory allowance for site posting. So who are posted at site, they will be eligible for site compensatory allowance as per the location. Okay, and then on the medical insurance part, so you are all covered under ICICI Lombard. So you can, after each financial year, they will be confirming you that you will be getting your insurance is ready and you can download the card. So here you can, that in this link you can go and download a card. This link will be shared to you also. So it will be already in Teams, and here also it will give you. You can also download IL Take Care app in your Android or Apple phone. So in that app, you will get your insurance card, and also whatever reimbursement you have to make, that you can make there. Cashless card can be generated, and it can be given to hospitals to process it. Okay, your card will be like this. So this can be given to your hospital if they have tie up with ICICI Lombard. If they don't have any tie up with ICICI Lombard, you have to pay the amount. You have to reimburse the claim through the IL Take Care app. So this is a screen of IL Take Care app. Like this app will be there. So if you go to health policy, file a claim, you have to give the details, and it will be claimed. So in this IL Take Care, no, if you submit the claim within 2 days, you will get the result. Whether if they have any query, they will send back the claim within 2 days. If there is no any query, everything is perfect, means within 7 days you will be getting the refund amount. Okay, it is very fast, really, actually. So this can be downloaded and kept in your mobile. And then we are going to see this SSC portal. SSC portal, as I told, this is where you can see all your payment related things. Like you can see your pay slip, whatever salary you are getting, that you can see here. You can take the pay slip for any purpose. You can download it. And also, if you are traveling to any other places, and if you have any travel expenses or something which has to be claimed from the company, that can be done through this SSC portal only. Okay. So in this SSC portal, first thing you have to do now is update your bank account detail. You log into your SSC portal, it will ask for your OTP. It will come to your mobile. You give the OTP and log into SSC portal. And first thing, you have to update your bank account detail. So your salary will be paid to this bank account. Okay, so whatever details is there, you just give it. If you want, give two accounts, like for salary one account and ERA one account, means you can give two different accounts. Or if both are same, just tick that ERA and you can submit it. And also form 11 is a declaration for PF. Okay, so form 11 is very mandatory. So if you go to SSC portal itself, you can see PF and gratuity tab will be there. If you click that, you have to give the form 11 declaration. In that form 11 declaration, you have to see this question 9 and 10. Whether earlier a member of employee provident fund scheme, they will ask. Most of them would have not worked earlier, so you would have not been the part of employee provident fund scheme. So you can give no. If you have worked for any other company before, and if you have any PF number, you can give yes, and it will be asking your PF number, UA number, and other things and all that, and all you have to give. Actually, that can be taken from your earlier pay slip if you would have got it. That has you have to give and you have to submit it. Okay. So along with form 11, documents are mandatory, like Aadhaar, PAN, and bank account details with IFSC code. These are the details. Okay. The completed forms need to be scanned and uploaded in the SSC portal also. Same like PF and gratuity, nomination you have to give. Okay, so PF and gratuity, you will be the person, and nomination has to be given, like your father or mother, or if you are married, your spouse detail you have to give. So with that nomination only, this legal document is complete. It is mandatory to submit the documents with self signature and witness signature. Okay, you can see the status also in system. So once you submit the nomination, a form will be generated. You have to print that form. You have to self sign on that form, and some witness also has to be signed. Post completion all mandate, the signed form needs to scan and uploaded in the SSE portal. Okay. So that's what for the day. In this session, we have seen all the mandatory things which I have to do here. So always our HR people will be there to you, or cluster HRs. You will be informed who will be the cluster HR responsible HRs for you. So you can contact them for any queries or any issues you are facing at projects or any other things. So they are there to help you at any time. Okay, and we are also there. So try to use this Hira platform. So whatever issues you are facing, so maximum 2 to 3 days you will get the result in that itself. So thank you for all to listening to this. If you have any queries, you can start putting your questions in the chat, so I can just revert you. So we have got the first question. How old is a BIIC? Okay, so I just want to give a small history. Like, it was buildings and factories formed in 2010, I think. So that was renamed very recently, like 2 months back. It was renamed as Buildings Infrastructure Division, because in buildings and factories there was six business. All the six business has grown at a level like these business can be developed into IC itself. So 3 business has been become an individual IC. So now we have two ICs. One is PAH, Public Spaces, Airports and Health IC, and another one is Residential, Commercial and Factories ICs. So these two ICs will be under the division of Buildings Infrastructure. Okay, this changes has happened before 2 months only. So BI is a division, Buildings Infrastructure. It is 2 months old. No need of carrying, like I read the question first. Could you please clarify if I need to carry my personal laptop for the initial period, or if a company issued laptop will be provided to me as an asset upon my joining at the site? Yes, correct. You don't have to need to carry your personal laptop anywhere. If you really need for your personal use, you can carry your personal laptop, or else company will be giving you laptop or PCs wherever you're getting posted. Okay, so you can please explain a bit about the leave part. Leave part, as I already told, you are eligible in training period. You are eligible for CL, PL, casual leave, and privilege leave. CL is 7 days. You can take any time in your training period. Okay, PL is earned leave. As of now, you cannot avail any PL. It will be avail after your 11 months of training period only. So there are 19 days of PL is there. In PL, there is an option of availing advance PL. Advance PL is like how many leaves you are earning that can be used as a advance PL. For example, for 1 year 19 days means you just calculate, like for example, for 15 days 1 PL, like that it will be calculated. So for 1 month there will be 2 PL will be generated for you, like that it will be getting generated. It is a earned leave. Okay, so month on month it will be generated for you. So after 2 months or 3 months, if you want to take any leave, any PL, you can just see whatever in my time itself. You can go and see how many PL you have earned. That much of PL you can take it as advance PL. That is what I told actually. So if you want to take, if you want to go to my time directly, you want to apply leave means it will be available after 11 months only. But before that, if you want to take any PL, you can just contact your cluster HR and you can take the advance PL. That option is here. Okay, that will be, if for example you are taking 5 advance PL, means that will be reduced from your overall PL 19 days. It will be reduced, and 14 days will be your balance. In that 14 days, at the absorption time, 7 days will be carry forward to the next year. Balance days will be encashed to you. Okay. Can you please explain a little bit more about medical insurance? In your training period, you are eligible for 2 lakhs coverage of medical insurance. Okay. This will be eligible if you are getting admitted for 24 hours in any hospitals. There are two type of medical claim. One is cashless card, another one is reimbursement. Cashless card is like you can download the IL Take Care app. In that, your card will be generated. That cashless card can be given to the hospital if that hospital have tie up with the ICICI Lombard team. Okay, if that hospital is not having any tie up, means you have to pay the amount and get the bills, and it can be reimbursed. Okay, that reimbursement process is also through IL Take Care app only. If you put all the bills and discharge summary and other things, medical things, bills and all, if you submit it, I'll take care, they will be reimbursed. But the eligibility, overall eligibility is 2 lakhs in your training period. That is also for yourself. Your dependents are not covered. But after your absorption, after 12 months of your training period, your dependents also covered for the medical insurance. Okay, your eligibility also will be get increased. At that time, they will explain you what is your current eligibility and how you can update the system. So first thing is like you have to update your dependent detail and address in your MyZone. That is the first thing. Then you have to update your bank account detail and nominations form 11 in SSE portal. That you have to done from your end. Okay. When we will get MyZone account detail. MyZone, once you get your PS number, your MyZone also will be generated. So if you are getting PS number today, please try to log in MyZone tomorrow. So give 24 hours so you can log into MyZone, you can update the detail. I'm an excellent PGT from NICMAR, have 1 year, 10 months experience. Will it be considered after 1 year training for promotion? Oh, this and all actually after absorption we'll see. So actually, if you have any personal questions, that you can always contact your cluster HR or us, so we can close it. So it's a common forum, so we can have the common questions here. That will be helpful for others also. Communication, there is no eligibility like communication. There is no claim or something for you as of now. So your personal mobile, you have to use it. Accommodation, like what I told, no, if you are posted at project sites, there will be shared accommodation will be given to you that you can use it. And if you are in office, you have to take care of your own accommodation. Can we avail PL at all at once, or there is any limit? Yes, you can avail all your PL at once with permission of your immediate supervisor. If they allow, if your project sites allows you, you can take all the PL at once. There is no limit. See, for CL only there is a limit, like 2 or more days cannot be applied. Only 2 days you can apply CL at a time. Okay. Nomination form shared for us during our joining at sites. No. This I think you are speaking about this PF and gratuity nomination form. No, this is online forms only. There will not be any physical form given to you. You can just log into your SSE portal, and these forms will be there, nomination forms under the tab PF and gratuity. You can select that and you can give the nominations there. Yes, always you can change the details in MyZone. You can change mobile number and other things. You can log in and you can change it. Yes, salary account also you can change it. But whenever you are changing, no, you change the details in SSE portal. You ensure with your cluster HR whether that account is showing in SSE portal, whether it is embedded properly. So get a confirmation from them before your salary date. Okay. Is there reimbursement for bus travel if train tickets are not available? Whatever travel you are making for official visit with the approval of your immediate supervisor, that can be reimbursed as per your eligibility. If bus is not there, train you can avail. Train is not there, bus you can. That is not an issue. As per your eligibility, whatever amount is spent, that will be reimbursed to you. Okay. Yes, you can log in your MyZone in mobile phone. It is compatible. So we can see when we get link for my time, Hira, etc. Okay, once you get posted at a project size or office, no, you will be getting a dedicated system to you. In that, Microsoft Teams will be there. For that, your mail ID should come. So once you get your mail ID, your Teams will be configured. In that Teams, if you go Hira, you can see in that Hira, if you go to quick links, all these portals can be enrolled. My time, whatever it is, SSE, my zone. Okay. Which platform will be used to reimburse a travel expense? It is SSC portal. All the payment related, it is in SSC only. SSC payroll, if you go for your pay slip, for our travel expense, or your whatever expense is there, you can go there. SSC is related to your payment thing. What about the holidays for the academic year? Weekends are holidays for office site people. For office, it is like second Saturday and fourth Saturday is holiday, and Sunday, all Sundays are holiday. For project sites, all Sundays are holiday, Saturdays are working. Possible to use a different bank account in SSC from the one given in joining form. Yeah. Joining form, that is okay, that you leave it. Whatever bank account you are updating in your SSC portal, that will be your official account. Okay. In that account only your salary will be paid, and whatever reimbursement you are applying, that will be paid to you. How many sick leaves can be used during training period? During training period, that is what there is no proper eligibility of sick leaves. Only 2 times single day you can apply without any certificates. If you want to apply more than 2 or more days, there should be a medical certificate. If it is getting extended more than 7 days, you have to give all medical certificate, discharge summary or something. So this documents will be reviewed through company doctor, and then they will approve it as per your criticality. Okay. In genuine cases, they will provide the leave, not an issue. Only savings account is required. You don't have to give any current account and all. Please make sure your savings account is updated for the salary. Okay. What to be regularized before 2 months for not getting LOP? Every day you have to punch in. Okay. Your end time will be punched through some other methods. There are geofencing used in some locations, some projects in some office. There will be biometric system in some location. There will be ID card punching in some location. So wherever you are getting posted, there you have to punch every day regularly and check your attendance whether it is getting registered or not. Your time has to be get registered. If you are going outside on an official duty, or you are taking any leaves, PL or something, that only you have to regularize it. If you are taking leave, you have to apply for PL or CL. If you are going for official duty, you have to apply for OD and get it approved by your immediate supervisor also within 2 months of the time, or else it will become auto LOP. The unutilized PL will be encashed to you after your training period. Okay, it will be calculated on your basic, and that will be encashed during your absorption process. For compensation, you would have received the annexure, no? So just refer the annexure. That will be your compensation part. How will you decide office based and site based? This is purely based on the requirement only. So wherever requirement is there, whatever requirement they have given at office, whatever requirement they have given at site, as per that, it will be decided. It is already decided. The just announcement is pending, so it will be announced to you shortly. After 1 year of training, project location changes or not? This is not as per your training period or something. Project location changes, transfers happens as per the business requirement. So whenever there is a requirement for the business, your transfer will happen. Okay. How to get the SSE portal link? SSE portal, all the links you will have it in quick links in Hira. I have a question regarding travel reimbursement. After the training, I plan to travel to my hometown first and then travel from my hometown to the project location. Could you please let me know if my travel from my hometown to the project location will be covered under the company's travel reimbursement policy, or reimbursement only applicable if I travel directly from the training location? So regarding your travel reimbursement, as I told, whatever official travel you are making for the business related travel with your permission of an immediate supervisor, that will be reimbursed. If you are going for your hometown for your personal use, that you have to take care of your travel part. Okay. So for example, you are going to a site visit from one location to another location. So it is an official visit. So that will be reimbursed. If you are getting transferred to one location to other location, so whatever shifting charges and other things, it is eligible for you. But going to hometown for the personal reason is taken care by yourself only. Could you please let us know when we will receive the detailed information regarding site joining?
They might receive a mail by 12 to 12:30.
Yeah. So today you will get to know. Today you will get to know all the question is, could you please let us know when we will receive the detailed information regarding joining, reporting, instruction, and accommodation arrangement or not? So for this today you will get the details by after 12 o'clock. It will be given to you. Okay. So after 2 weeks training and there is a gap between the joining at site, that period, if we get the daily payment. From today, like not today, what is your joining date? From that date, you will get all the payment. Okay, there will not be any gap in that. So that is not an issue. If posted on site, will there be rotation to office or different site in the duration of 11 months, or will be having the same site for the entire duration? That is also purely on the project requirement only. If there is any, if they find any special quality in you and that is required in any other location, then they will take you to other location. Or if you are required at that project itself critically, they will not move you from there. So we cannot decide now whether you will be changing from one location to other. It will be purely decided on the requirement. So when we will receive an ID card and business card? ID card, mostly it will be ready. I think once you get posted at your location, they will give there. Your respective HRs will be having it. So they will arrange to give you. Okay. Business card, there is an option to apply it. So once you get your laptop and all, you can apply in system. So it will get approved and you will get the business card. It is not for everyone actually. So you can just apply, and if it is needed, it will be approved by your immediate supervisor and you will get it. Do we need to upload the details on SSE portal by today, and how? Could you please explain? Yeah, in SSE portal, you have time actually. Today is 7th of July. So there is time till 18th of July. So before 18th, you have to upload your bank account detail in SSE portal. You have to update your Form 11. You have to give your nomination. These details has to be completed before 18th of July in SSE portal. Okay. So once you get posted at project, or if you have any time during your training period, you can just log in and close it. What is the office start time and end time? Office start time is like 9 to 5:40. That is office time. Near about all the trains are showing waitlist for our assigned location. Okay. Okay. So I think this transportation is arranged by Ms. Momika, so you can check with her. So they will take care. You don't worry, they will take care of this. Any other questions? Do we get laptop inside base? Yeah, you'll get it. How to log into SSE portal using mail ID or PS number? PS number will be the username in SSE portal, and you put your PS number and give forget password. You will get an OTP to your mobile number. So put that OTP and create your password. Okay, then log in to SSC portal. So PS number will be the login username for SSC portal. We have another 5 more minutes. If you haven't asked, you can just post your questions. How can we submit the documents that we were unable to submit while filing joining forms? Can you explain what kind of forms are
So,
there?
like, they must have not submitted their degree or something. So they're
Mm.
asking now how they can submit those documents.
Okay, so
I think they'll have to contact HR for
HR
that.
only.
Mhm.
So one thing is like you can mail to Momika directly, so she can send to the respective team, or else wherever you are getting posted to that respective HR, you give the documents, they will send to the system team and upload it. Project site working time, same thing. Like it depends on the project actually. Some projects will start at early and leave early. So wherever you're getting posted at projects, it will be depends on the purely on the project. Because if it is in a residential area, the timing will be different. If it is in like a remote area, the timing will be different. If it is in a hot place like that, it will be changing actually. So as per your reporting location, it will change. It is not common for everyone. Office is common. It's a 9 to 5:40. Portal links again. Hira Plus. You have to log in through Teams. In Hira Plus, go to Quick Links. There you will get all these links. Or else type a URL www.myportal.com. So in that also your quick links will be there. There you can get all these links. How to log in MyZone platform? What is our username? Apart from SSC, all your login will be my mail ID only. You can give your mail ID and you can log into MyZone and other platforms. Dress code will be shared to you. Official dress code slide is there that will be shared to you by your respective HR, so that you have to follow it. So for official meeting, how it should be, weekend, what is a dress code, and all these will be shared to you. Detailed dress code is there. Okay, that will be shared to you. Or else today also we can share, our team will be sharing your dress code, so that can be used. How to update my contact number since my mobile number has changed? That is what you can go to MyZone portal. There you can see your personal details. Your mobile number will be there. That you can change it. Unable to log into Teams using the given mail ID and password. It says login successful, but you don't have access. What can be done regarding this, sir? Okay, that this will be like I think you are logging through personal laptop. That's why it is not working. Don't try login through your personal laptop. Log in through your official laptop or PC in system. So wherever you're getting posted, no, there if you are getting any PC or something, if you ask your site accountant, they'll be giving you. So use that, it will be login. We can keep only one nominee at a time in SSC. Yeah, nominee will be one only. Only for gratuity, there are two nominees. It is allowed. Like percentage you can give. If you want to give 50 percentage like that, you can give. Or else if you can keep one nominee and can give 100% like that. You can have two nominees. Sir, I haven't received my end SEM results yet. Could you let me know what I am required to submit from my end? Momika only. So, Momika ma'am will be the point of contact. You can ask her on this. Is there any daily transportation service like bus for general shift employees? There is no transportation facilities like that provided for the office actually. For site, it will be there. If you are staying in a company guest house, there will be a vehicle, shared vehicle will be there given to you. For office, you have to take care of your own transportation. Changing name, it's difficult. Changing name is not possible from your end. You have to submit the proper proof like Aadhaar card or something to the respective HR. So they will give it to the backend team and they will change it in my zone. Name cannot be changed by staff. What is EIP URL? Same. If you go to quick links, your EIP will be there. EIP link will be there. You can log in that. Hmm? We can close it. Okay, I think it's time for the day. We can close the session. If there is any questions, like 2 minutes, we can wait. Or another two questions, we can take it. Any two questions is there, we can post it last. Contact number. So it has to be changed in my zone only. Go to my zone, go to personal info. Your mobile number will be there. You can be changed. If you are facing any issues in changing contact number, also you just send to your respective HR. They will change it from backend, or else raise a query in the HIRA. It will be changed in within 2 days.
Thank you, Suresh, for taking time to address our trainees' queries and all. Thank you so much. So yes, we can wind up this session as of now. So I'll just give some general instruction. So team, can you present this quiz winners slide? So these three people are the fastest and correct fingers. So you will be rewarded once you're joining. We will give you some high five points once you are joined here. So these three people are the final winners for all three quiz. We just consolidated and share it with you. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you. And team, can you please present the feedback QR? So this is the feedback QR for all over the session. So kindly just fill.
Hello. Now the session is so. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Team, can we have this feedback QR code to display? Mostly you will get to know your POP in maximum by half an hour. Momika will send a mail to you all based on the POPs and where you have to go for the training and all and travel accommodation part, everything Momika will send a mail to you. So if you have any queries, kindly reach out to Momika. Team, can we have the feedback QR code? So this will be the QR code for this entire session. So you will give your feedback. And any general queries you have, you just put it on a chat. Team, can you please approve if they shared any general queries? You just share your feedback. We will wait for 10 more minutes. Close my set QR.
Hi all, very good afternoon. Hope you have completed your feedback, right? Fine. So we are coming to the fag end of this orientation program, which we had for the last 3.5 days. First 2 days by corporate, then by your respective IC team for the last 1.5 days. Okay, and I think last session you also clarified many of your questions with our team, and the general instructions. I think you all are aware where you need to report on or before 6th morning. Okay, either that's the reason we are closing the session by afternoon so that you can plan your travel. You all would have received the instructions already where you need to report on 6th for your sessions and all that. And as informed by Pratipa already, you all would be receiving the POPs with their place of with your place of postings and where you need to travel exactly after the training period to your respective locations where you need to travel and to whom you will be reporting to whom you have to meet. All those details you will be getting it from Momika. I think she said to me that around 11:30 or 11:30 to 12:30 she will share the details with you. I think whether you have received it or not, I'm not sure, but in case you are yet to receive, you will receive it shortly. So any queries that you have pertaining to that, you can write back to Momika in case for any other clarifications that you require. Okay, and the floor is open. In case you, we will just have this floor open till 12:30. In case you have any general queries, you can just put it on the chat box so that we will be able to address you. Any particular query, continuation query of last session that you have, you might have to mail it to Suraj. He was the faculty, so you might have to mail it to Suraj. And I hope the people who are going to report to CTM Mysore, you are aware your session starts on 6th July and it ends on 24th July afternoon. So you can plan your travel on 24th July afternoon to your respective POP location. And similarly, the people who are reporting to Safety Innovation School at Kanchipuram, your session starts on 6th July morning. Ensure the session will start sharply at 9 o'clock. Okay, so you need to report either early morning or 6 o'clock or before that so that you can attend the session. So for the people who needs to report to Safety Innovation School, the session starts on 6th July and it will continue till 18th July. For other staffs, for the who has to report to HQ EDRC at Chennai, they all have the session starts from 6th of July and the ending period is different. So you once you report, then we will let you know how it to move on about it. So is this? I hope all the instructions are clear. In case of any queries, I request you to put it in the chat box. We will be available till 12:30 for you to clarify any of your doubts. From hotel to training center, will transportation be provided? Yes, it will be provided. Your site location is not updated on MyZone portal. Yes, it will be updated subsequently because you will be receiving your POPs or you would have received just now. So that updation all will take place subsequently. Have a safe journey to your respective training location. Report at the hotel and ensure you are there before time on 6th morning at your respective training centers. Does changing phone number in my zone will get reflected in all other portals? Yes, it will get reflected. I'm not sure about what are the other portals that you are referring to, but it will get reflected. You are PGET NICMAR. Yes, for the PGET NICMAR, you have to report directly to your place of posting. So based on the mail that you receive from Momika, you can report. Ma'am, a form was provided regarding the LNT kit to which my hometown address I provided. I'll just take questions one by one. Regarding the LNT kit to which my home I have provided, what is the status? Same, I'm leaving my hometown soon. I'm not sure about which form you are referring to. One of the person has asked about some form in LNT kit. I'm not sure. You can mention the form name so that I'll be able to understand that. Will the travel from the initial training center to the allocated location be our responsibility? Yes, it is your responsibility to book the tickets, but you can submit it for reimbursement. You are eligible for 3AC or 2AC train fare. So with according to that amount, you can submit the reimbursement and you can claim it. But booking the tickets and reaching the location is your responsibility. Oh my God, my site location. This is done. This is done. This is done. Allocated. After completion of training at CTA Mysore, when we reach to project location by before day, is there any accommodation facilities? In the POP letter that you will be receiving it, you will be receiving the person whom you need to contact. Okay, the person name, the contact number, and the email ID will be given to you all in that mail. So ensure you let that person know your travel plan. You can mail and contact that person and know your travel plan so that that person will do the necessary arrangements for you. I request all the trainees to share your travel plan to your SPOC. The details will be available to you in your POP letter. After the training at CIS, what will be the next step? After training at CIS, you have a safety innovation school, you need to report to your place of post. It may not, some of you have not received any update regarding reporting on 6th of July. Can you please clarify, ma'am? I think it is very few people who would have not received this information. Those people needs to report to their place of posting directly. All the people who needs to report to CTA Mysore or Safety Innovation School or HQ EDRC have received the mail. I think it is very few people who have not received the mail and they have to report to their place of posting. The next one is the EIP portal is not opening by the URL provided. It is showing no access. Please help regarding this. For the EIP portal, you can mail it to Suraj. I hope Suraj has given his mail ID to you. As Suraj has shared his mail ID?
Shared, but I'm just
Okay. We will just, Suraj ID, you just tell me, no? I'll just inform it. This is pertaining to EIP or anything that is pertaining to your salary or whatever the topic that he has discussed. If you have any doubts regarding that, then you can contact Suraj. The email ID for this EIP portal thing, you can contact Suraj H, SURAJH at lntecc.com. Just for the sake of repeating, you can contact Suraj H, SURAJH at lntecc.com for this EIP portal query that somebody has raised. On the first day at EDRC Chennai, what will be the agenda? Be come with open mind. We have many things for you to do. Ma'am, login test, do we use the same credential as? Yes. For login to SSC portal, do we use the same credential? Yes, initially to start with, you will be using your PS number and the email ID to start with, and after that, you can set your own password for SSC. I received the CTA coordinator email and tried to join the WhatsApp group using the invite link. However, it displays the message you can't join this group because the link was reset. Okay, we will just call the coordinator and reply to you right now. Just check with the coordinator. The WhatsApp group, the people are not able to join. This is the message. We will just check and let you know. Be on the call. Ma'am, due to short notice period, there was no train tickets available. I have tried that, girl. I'm not sure this person who has said that train tickets are not available. I'm not sure whether this is for reporting to the training site or whether it is for the POP. Just drop a mail regarding this to Momika so that we will be aware on this part. We still don't know where to report, and that convoking timing has gone. If you address to report on 6 July by train, how we can reach on given date? Okay, fine. So regarding the 6th July by train, so we have not received your POP, so you are not able to do it. Okay, as majority people are reporting to the training centers, the details were already shared with them. Only for few, I think, who are directly going to POP, the details you will be receiving it. So in case there is a delay by reporting on 6th July, you can drop a mail to Momika on this. And you can also keep your particular SPOC informed. When I mean SPOC, the person who will be mentioned in the POP letter. So you can inform both the SPOC and Momika regarding this. What is the reporting date for one who have been posted at project site? For your information, everybody is posted at project site, and except the few of the architecture and all that. So most of the people are posted at project site, and the reporting date will be 6th of July. And for the people, as I mentioned earlier, who is not able to get their tickets and all that, you might have to reply to Momika and your respective SPOC in the POP letter. As per the POP letter, when is that you will be able to report? And it actual reporting date is 6th of July.
They will receive a new QR code to join.
Okay, when they are going to send that?
Just 10 minutes.
Okay. The QR code thing, CTA Mysore, somebody raised a query, right, for the WhatsApp group. They are sending a new WhatsApp QR code in another 10 to 15 minutes. You are requested to join in that group. We have just spoken to the CTAT. What is the reporting date? Okay, what will be the timing for the session at CTA Mysore? It will be from 9 to 6. Is booking on Vande Bharat trains allowed for the GETs? I think you are mentioning about reaching to CTA Mysore. I guess, yeah. I'm not sure about for which travel you are mentioning it. If you are going to coming to the respective training location, the cost will be at your end. You have to reach the respective locations. For the people to travel from the training location to their respective place of postings, you can go ahead with the reimbursement for 2 AC or 3 AC train fares. Even if you plan to go by flight, for example, you will be eligible for the reimbursement pertaining to 2 AC or 3 AC train fares. Do we have transportation facility from hotel to office location? Yes, you have the transportation facility, and the food will be served at the hotel and office wherever you are at that time. The time of end of classes at CTA Mysore on 24th of July, yes, it is on 24th of July by afternoon. That is around lunchtime. The session will end and you can plan your travel accordingly from CTA Mysore to your respective POP. After training at EDRC, next step, ma'am, for people who are reporting to EDRC, there is your training period will be at least till beginning of September. So you have time for that. So after reporting, we will let you know on your further postings. I think not September. Few of the people will have training till September, and few of them will have training till beginning of August. So you have time. So please report to HQ EDRC. Then we will let you know. Then at what time 24th July sessions will be ending? You can say something. You can take it around 2 o'clock, including your lunch time. Since the finance results have not been declared, what documents we require to regarding the documents that needs to be submitted for based on your final semester results and all that, you can drop a mail to Momika. Can we book the tickets hometown and get the reimbursement? This is for what? Can we book the ticket hometown and get the reimbursement? I'm not sure about this question because you're not going to your hometown. The people are going to come to the training location or they are going to their POPs. So there is no reimbursement for going to hometown. Will we get accommodation till the training ends in Chennai? Yeah, the accommodation will be provided. And the details for the initial accommodation, I think you have received the details and all that, the duration till which the accommodation is there, and from when on you need to look out for accommodation for the people who are posted at Chennai. All those instructions will be shared once you report. Ma'am, in design orientation mail, it is mentioned travel expenses will not be reimbursed, ma'am. Travel expenses to reach to the respective training location will not be reimbursed. And from the training location, if in case you have to go to your respective POPs, that will be reimbursed for 2AC, 3AC train fare. I would like to bring to your kind notice that it is a government information project posting has been changed. Okay, regarding the posting change, I received a message from one of you. For that, you can kindly get in touch with Momika. Regarding the person who has not received the L&T kit, you can write a mail to Momika and she will be sending you the kit either to CTA Mysore or to your POP. You will, the POP details you will be getting before 12:30. Just have a check when she is sharing the POP. Regarding your mark sheets, you need to share it with Momika. Regarding the dress code, Indian formal attire is completely acceptable. It is not required that you have to be in your Western formals. Regarding the hotel accommodation will be provided from 5th evening onwards. For the people who are reporting to Chennai, yes, it will be available. For logging into my zone, you can write mail to Suraj. I just informed you the Suraj email ID. You can drop a mail to Suraj regarding logging to my zone or EIP. Ma'am, for CTA campus, any documents needed to bring? Yeah, you can carry your offer letter with you. Do we have to do it? Your training period will be mostly in one site, and whether you will be moving from one site to other depends on the project life cycle the particular site is in, right? So all that you will come to know once you have joined at the respective site. Okay. Okay, I understand from Momika, the place of posting is shared with you all already around 11 o'clock. In case somebody has not received the place of posting, you can directly reach Momika or you can mail her. It has been already shared with all of you. I booked my tickets to the 25th evening where I am allowed to stay. Yeah, in case the people who are going to report at CTA Mysore, 24th afternoon the session gets over. But in case you are traveling on 25th, you can let that CTA Mysore coordinator be aware of that so that the hotel accommodation can be extended accordingly. That's not a challenge for 25th. There is no chance to change the IC. Somebody has asked me to repeat Suraj email ID. Email ID is Suraj, SURAJH at lntecc.com. It is Suraj H, SURAJH at lntecc.com. Regarding Vande Bharat train, to your posting location, yes, you can book Vande Bharat train to the posting location. I'm not sure about the cost, but the cost reimbursement will be similar to 2 AC or 3 AC train fare. Yes, you can book. In case of any more queries, you can post it. Last another 2 to 3 minutes. Is accommodation available on 5th July morning at CTA Mysore? From when on?
From you said from 4th night itself. Right?
Yes, accommodation is available from 5th July morning at CTA Mysore. Hope you would have received the hotel details and you would have received the contact person at the hotel as well. So you can directly reach to that contact person and also check, but it is available from 5th July morning itself. Regarding posting from site to office, all that is based on the requirement at the project location and requirements about how the business works and all that. So there is no particular rule that site to office or office to site, it takes this much time and all that. It completely depends on the vacancy. GAT at site will get all the more exposure because it is the place where whatever you designed is going to happen, the execution is happen. So a lot of integration activities will be there. So the exposure will be more to whomsoever who have written that mail. Is break journey to project. Somebody has questioned regarding a break journey to location from CTA Mysore. I'm not sure about why there is a break journey. It is because of the direct connectivity issues or something like that. Then if that's the case, then yes, you have to. Somebody has stated that you will be reporting on 27th. That is not feasible. As your training at Safety Innovation School is getting over on 18th, it is not possible to report on 27th. Otherwise, you will be tagged as LOP in between. And you might have to write a mail on this to Momika. Please understand there is no gap between your training, the training period after your training at your respective location to reporting at POP. There is no gap. It is only your travel time is the gap. Okay, it's not. There is no time for you to go back to your hometown and come back to your POP. That is not allowed. Somebody has said that they have not received the email regarding the training location. I think then you would have received your POP in place. Then you have to report your POP, place of posting. In case if anybody has not received mail from Momika regarding place of posting today, then you have to write a mail to Momika or just call her and get it clarified. I think I have answered all the questions that have come up on the chat, and wish you all a very safe journey. Have a bright future in LNG and all the best to you. See you all on 6th at your respective training locations or at your place of posting locations. Take care. Bye-bye. Signing off.